Hello, and thank you for joining us at this Budget Town Hall meeting to discuss the City of Dallas budget for fiscal year 23 that was recommended by our City Manager, T.C. Broadnax. My name is Jack Ireland, and I am the Chief Financial Officer for the City of Dallas. I am honored to share an overview of the city's budget. We have prepared a budget recommendation that reflects the priorities of the community we serve and a budget that delivers responsible, equitable, accountable, and legitimate impact for the residents of Dallas. To view the entire budget, our budget video, and other materials, please visit dallas.gov and click the FY2022-23 proposed budget from the landing page. The proposed FY23 budget is $4.51 billion, made up of two primary budgets: the operating budget, which funds the day-to-day operations and maintenance of the city, as well as the capital budget that funds the long-term capital improvements. Included within the operating budget, you will find the general fund, which is $1.71 billion and includes departments such as police, fire, library, code enforcement, and others that are funded primarily by property and sales tax. Also included within the operating budget are enterprise funds that operate as a business and generate revenue through fees and rates to cover the cost of their service. Enterprise funds include Dallas Water Utilities, Sanitation Services, the Convention Center, and others. To fund all the services provided by the city, revenue comes from several different sources. Highlighted here are a few of the ones that impact our residents the most. First, property tax. This is the single largest revenue, accounting for 56.3% of the general fund and 100% of the debt service fund. In this budget, we are proposing to reduce the property tax rate from 77.33 cents to 74.58 cents per $100 of valuation, which is a reduction of 2.75 cents. This is the seventh consecutive year for a tax rate reduction and the largest single-year reduction proposed by the city in at least the last 40 years. With property tax, it is important to remember that less than 30% of your property tax bill is paid to the city. The other 70% is paid to other taxing entities such as your county and school district. Dallas Water Utilities proposes an average 4.9% increase in their rate, which is necessary to pay for chemical cost increases, debt service payments, fleet replacements, and increases in operation costs for the integrated pipeline project. Storm Drainage Management proposes a 4.5% increase, which will fund their capital improvement plan, equipment needs, and increases associated with traditional and natural flood risk management actions. Sanitation Services has proposed a 4.4% increase, which is needed to pay for fuel, roll carts, and franchise fees. The city's budget is aligned to 8 strategic priority areas: economic development, environment and sustainability, government performance and financial management, housing and homelessness solutions, public safety, quality of life arts and culture, transportation and infrastructure, workforce education and equity. On the next slides, we will highlight our major budget investments related to these 8 strategic priorities. In economic development, we plan to reform the city's building permit process, advance our economic development policy and strategic plan, and initiate the K. Bailey Hutchinson Convention Center Master Plan. We will also begin the process of overhauling the city's development code and pave the way for the redevelopment of the Vilbig Auto Pound. In environment and sustainability, we plan to advance our comprehensive environmental and climate action plan, update the Water Conservation 5-year work plan, and protect the city's tree canopy against the emerald ash borer. Additionally, we plan to develop a comprehensive environmental outreach and education program and provide seed money to address brownfields throughout the city. In the government performance and financial management strategic priority area, we plan to promote a culture of transparency and ethical standards, address compensation for city employees, expand our use of data in decision-making, as well as continue our investments in technology to improve the effectiveness and efficiency of service delivery. In the Housing and Homelessness Solutions strategic area, we plan to address safety concerns connected to homeless encampments, house over 2,700 individuals through the Real-Time Rapid Rehousing Program, and protect our unhoused residents in inclement weather. We will also address affordable housing by establishing an Emerging Developers Fund and by leveraging federal grants and generate new revenue streams to develop and preserve mixed-income housing. In public safety, we plan to increase pay for police officers and firefighters, hire 250 police officers, and equip officers and firefighters with the tools necessary to do their jobs. We will also expand emergency medical services and create a new night detail team to inspect venues in the city's entertainment zones during peak operation hours. In the Quality of Life, Arts, and Culture strategic priority area, we will expand library hours from 1,200 to 1,326 per week by targeting 9 of 30 library facilities. We plan to strengthen code enforcement by expanding our proactive team model, enhancing inspection and compliance within apartment communities, and adding an additional loose dog operations team. In the Transportation and Infrastructure strategic priority area, we will invest over $157 million in the city's infrastructure, including streets, alleys, bridges, and sidewalks, and make Dallas streets safer with key investments in the city's Vision Zero plan. Additionally, we have allocated nearly $10 million to address major system repairs in city buildings and nearly $70 million to replace city vehicles such as squad cars, fire apparatus, and sanitation trucks. In the Workforce Education and Equity strategic area, we plan to adopt and implement the city's new racial equity plan and further our ADA compliance. We will further our equity initiatives by piloting the new Accelerators program, establishing a new Mentor-Protege program, and continuing our work to bridge the digital divide by investing in a Digital Navigators program. As mentioned, this is the City Manager's recommended budget. Now through September 21st, the City Council will hold town hall meetings, listen to residents at a public hearing, and consider amendments. After this process, the City Council will approve the budget on September 21st before we begin the new fiscal year on October 1st. For additional information about the city's budget, please visit dallas.gov, where you will find this presentation, a video about the budget, and the entire budget document. Again, thank you for your interest in the city's budget and for your attendance at this budget town hall meeting.